Hi everyone, and welcome back to Helping Hands Through Haley's Heart. I want to say happy holidays and Merry Christmas to you all. This month is the second part series of my holiday videos. This month we will be discussing love. Last month I discussed a bit about the history of our fellow child star, Mr. Rogers, and how he found gratitude, vulnerability, value, and kindness even in the most darkest days. Another important thing we need to consider this holiday season is love, also known as 143. Mr. Rogers came up with 143 as he weighed himself on a scale year after year. And right up until the end, he remained 143. He continued to love himself as well right up until the end. And 143 ended up continuing not only throughout his shows, but also it's now the universal code for I love you. After many years of suppressing his emotions, he took to music as a child to express them, but he finally was able to do it on the show with and through his puppets. He used words such as love almost in every episode. This is not the norm still in our culture, is to express love, but with all the hate going on in the world, it would be sure nice to hear it, I think, a lot more. Mr. Rogers came from a ministry background and believed in theology, which states, love your neighbor and love yourself, hence the show's name. He stated sometimes we need to struggle with a tragedy to feel the gravity of love, which is interesting. This means that if we don't necessarily have felt love, would we have felt the loss of something we truly cared about either? He made it a point to put love as the root of everything. And I wonder if we did this more, would our conversations change with the people that are around us? Sometimes we get upset with our partners, family, friends, and we choose harsh words, creating weapons to throw into our relationships, creating a war. And we never want war because a war ends up in a win-lose. But if we speak from love and vulnerability, would that be a different kind of conversation? And the answer is yes. I also tell my clients anger is just the secondary emotion to primary feelings. And most often, those primary feelings are one of three things, if not all three. And those are hurt, disappointment, and fear. So if we express those things, will we have a different conversation with our partner? So we might want to be encouraging to do that instead. I mentioned in the previous video that we must have some value to truly have gratitude for ourselves, and Mr. Rogers truly wanted his viewers to feel special and unique, as it might be the first time that person hears that. Mr. Rogers made a commencement speech that I was very moved by, and I thought it was very memorable. And he said what it means to say you're special. What it ultimately means, of course, is that you don't ever have to do anything sensational for people to love you. I think we go out of our way to be loved and cared for, when really, if we can get to a point of feeling valued and loved ourselves, we don't need to do anything at all. It's important to find two things, I believe, and that's peace and love, and within ourselves. If we have that, then I do feel that we've accomplished true contentment within life. He stated, everybody longs to be loved and to know if he or she is lovable, and consequently, then the best thing that we can do is let somebody know that they're loved and, of course, capable of love. So why not spread that love this holiday season like Fred Rogers did throughout television, and share this with our family and our friends, and maybe say I love you just a little bit more. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the new year.